The bastard smiled and played the recording. I froze. The faint hiss of the tape filled the room, and then her voice, my wife, in a swimsuit, glass of wine in hand, lips pressed to another man's. "It's almost done," she said. Her laughter, soft, teasing, slithered into my chest like ice. "His business is already ours, and our daughter, we sent her to a special place. They know how to break people there." And yet she spoke as if she owned everything, including me. I didn't move. My hands rested on my knees, rigid. My mind was a calm lake over a violent undercurrent, every breath measured, every thought sharpened. Rage was there, but contained. I listened, absorbing, calculating. I didn't speak for hours. Denial flickered first. This couldn't be her. Not the woman who kissed our daughter goodnight. Not the woman who promised fidelity with a ring. My mind replayed every dinner, every laugh, every touch, every lie hidden beneath a practiced smile. The realization seeped in slowly, like poison through the veins. She had been living two lives, and I had been blind. Perhaps willingly, or perhaps cleverly, she knew exactly how to let me see what I wanted to see. The betrayal was complete, and yet it felt like a puzzle I needed to solve before I could breathe again. I started small. Phone records first. Hours of silence, scrolling through encrypted messages, odd patterns, coded language. Then the bank statements, transfers to names I didn't recognize, a restaurant receipt with a reservation for two when I was certain we were alone. Each detail a thread, and I traced them methodically, silently, coldly. I watched her, too, not in the obvious way, but in ways she would never notice. A cafe visit, a window reflection, a conversation that froze when I approached. I recorded subtle shifts in her tone, the micro-expressions that betrayed her comfort with another presence. Meanwhile, my own life remained outwardly intact. Work, dinner, daughter's piano recital. I smiled when I had to, laughed when appropriate, but inside I was elsewhere entirely, mapping, connecting, predicting. Every smile of hers, every casual touch of his hand reinforced my understanding. The betrayal was not just emotional, it was strategic, deliberate, and I was learning to match it. The major reveal came quietly. A DNA test I had insisted upon weeks ago, dismissed by her as paranoia, proved everything. My blood mixed with hers and his in a way that left no question. She had planned more than I realized. The final piece, a recording she didn't know I had captured, confirmed their intentions. The way they spoke, the way they laughed, the way they assumed my ignorance. I handed her the report across the kitchen table, just a sheet of paper, no words from me. Her eyes widened, flicking from the data to me, seeking anger, seeking tears, finding neither, only cold precision. "You lied," she whispered. I nodded, calm, accurate, observant, nothing more. She recoiled, tears forming, but I remained a stone in the center of a storm she had created. The knowledge that I had anticipated, contained, and ultimately exposed every step left her unmoored. I didn't need to raise my voice. She knew the damage was total. Revenge, I realized, didn't need spectacle. It only needed clarity. I executed the plan quietly, almost surgically. I withdrew her access to everything she had claimed as ours. Legal transfers completed in silence. Friends subtly informed. Colleagues aligned. Their empire, built on betrayal, crumbled under the weight of its own deceit, while she watched, powerless. I didn't gloat. There was no need. Her panic, her frantic attempts to regain control were sufficient. Every call unanswered, every door locked, every opportunity lost. I had anticipated her every move, and the result was psychological devastation, not a blow delivered by my hand, but by the inevitable collapse of her illusions. When she realized she could no longer manipulate reality itself, she broke, completely, and I was already elsewhere. I walked away the next morning, Not a glance back, not a word. The house, the marriage, the daughter, fragments of a life I no longer needed to inhabit emotionally. Every betrayal, every whispered secret, every false kiss had been met and catalogued, and every strategy had been countered. I am not the same man. I do not mourn. I do not linger. I do not hope she will understand, because she never could. What remains is clarity, cold, unassailable, absolute. She will remember the day I stopped being hers, and it will haunt her more than any accusation ever could. I am the truth she cannot escape, and I am free.